Good afternoon and welcome to Rick's retirement journey. Some days I just don't feel like being in front of the camera, and today is one of those days. Not because I didn't shave, not because I don't have any clothes on, but I do. But yeah, I think I just kind of point at the bookshelf. So imagine Buzz's retirement garage without Buzz there. But sometimes I'll go scroll through social media and I will find different lists of things. And for those that have been following me for a while, you know that I like to list things, or at least read off of list of things that other people have written. So here is another list of things, and this list is basically called "Schedule These Things Once a Month." Excuse me. So there's only 11 of them. I'll kind of go through them quickly as possible, maybe a little dialogue in between. Number one, have lunch with a friend. You know, we are all at that age right now where we spend a lot of time with our family, our significant other, sometimes by ourselves. But, many of us still, have or may have some friends that, we used to work with or go to sporting events, or we would see our grandchildren or children play sports with. Give them a call and say, "Hey, let's go out and have some lunch and just catch up." I did that the other day, and it was a great time. So have lunch with a friend. Number two, springtime is near for those of us that are really anticipating it. Go outside, which I know many of us will, and spend a complete day out in nature. When the weather's nice, go out there early, do some yard work, do some gardening, do some cleaning up, do some hedge trimming, whatever the case may be. But just spend the entire day outside, or as much as you possibly would like. Fresh air, sunshine, just listening to Mother Nature, seeing the birds, listening to the birds, that can really be calming on our souls. Number three, I have difficulty with this, but it's 24 hours without social media, just for one day out of the month. Stay away from social media if you possibly can. I know that many of us are somewhat connected to our telephones. We read email, we look at Facebook, we look at Instagram, Twitter, now known as X. I do not have TikTok, and I do get text messages from family members from time to time. So sometimes it's difficult to stay off of social media. If you can't stay off of it for 24 hours, just kind of really limit as to what you look at. And I think you might feel a little bit better by doing so. I know I do. This is one of my favorites right here. Number four, just for one day out of the month, don't do anything. Don't have lunch. Don't go outside. Or if you want to, go outside, but just don't do anything at all. And just kind of just relish the moment of, for those of us that are being retired, and just enjoy, relax, breathe in, breathe out, favorite beverage, maybe listen to some music, or just listen to nature in and of itself. Number five, one day during the month, try something new. I know that I like doing a lot of different things. In my previous videos, I had mentioned that I started doing Sudoku, word search, crossword puzzles, 1,000 piece minimum, things of that sort. On a recent used book sale, I actually picked up a couple of math books in algebra and geometry. Am I a math major? No. Am I interested in it? Sure, why not? Go through there, maybe do a few exercises, but just try something new. I know that Evie has really gotten into water paints, and that has somewhat piqued my interest, even though I'm not a water paint guy. And to each their own. Find something to do, something new, and just give it a shot. Number six, watch a movie. I know that many of us, now that we are retired, do watch movies. So I'm not really going to overemphasize this one. Spend one night watching movies with your family. My wife and I, we do that more than a few times a month. Number 7, one day serving others. Now I think this is big. Volunteering, giving back to the community, helping out your neighbor, cutting the grass, bringing their trash cans up, or whatever the case may be. It's just helping someone else, or just, serving others per se. If you want to do it just one day out of the month, go and volunteer maybe at a homeless shelter, excuse me, or maybe volunteer at a local school and do some reading. Go ahead and do so. If you do it more than once a month, that's even better. But something that I would consider doing at least one time out of the month. I think this is a good one here, and I try to do it on Wednesdays, so I've got 2 more days to go per se. Do some self-care and just pamper yourself. I'm not going to go into all the particulars. Shave your face, wash your face, trim your hair, trim your nails, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, give yourself a foot massage. Well, maybe not a foot massage, a foot soak with some Epsom salt or whatever. But take one day and just say, you know what? Today is going to be my day, and I'm just going to take care of myself. As Bernie Mac used to say, you got to moisturize. In that one movie, I think they were stealing cars or something like that. I forget. 9 and 10 are somewhat something that I love to do, and I know that Sally D's Sunrise, she does it quite often because she does the sunrises, and I love sunrises. I love going outside. I love seeing the horizon go from dark to a lighter shade, and all of a sudden you see the sun coming up, and I just take a deep breath of fresh air, which always reminds me of the Beatles song, "Here Comes the Sun." Here comes the sun. You know which one I'm talking about. Next, going out and watch a sunset. On recent travels, my wife and I, we would go to the beach and just sit and watch the sunset. But as we looked around, there was many other people that would just go out to the beach with their chairs, maybe a cooler, some friends, family, and I saw so many people just sitting on the beach and just relaxing and watching the sunset. Another day coming to an end. And as that sun slowly gets lower and lower and lower in the sky, once it starts to hit that horizon, we just keep on watching it go, get smaller and smaller and smaller until the sun all of a sudden disappears. We know that it doesn't really disappear, it's just the earth is rotating and it's just on the other side. But it's such a relaxing feeling, very relaxing feeling. That was number 10. And number 11, I think this kind of falls into the category of self-care as well. On one day out of the month, just go out to breakfast, go out to lunch, or go out to dinner, all by yourself. Sit at a table. Maybe take a notepad. Maybe take a book. Turn off that social media, and just have a meal by yourself. I like to go and just sit down and observe people to see what they're doing. Sometimes it gives me tips for future writing assignments, but you never know. But going out and have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, by yourself, and no one will fault you for that. Just say, hey, I just need some time, and you just go out and do it. But I think by doing some of these things right here, I think that you'll be helping yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, in some cases spiritually, by just doing some of these things once a month. Now, is once a month, the only time you can do it? No. If you want to do it 2 or 3 times a month, by all means, go ahead and do so. For those of us that are retired, I know that we're always looking for something to do. I think this is just a small list right here. And as many of you that have listened to my videos or watched my videos in the past, you know that I'm an avid reader. I love to write. I love to journal. I love watching YouTube videos. And it's just something that we just need to do for ourselves. Again, it can be more than once a month. Do it twice a month. But whatever you do, just go out there and do something. Or if you'd like, don't do anything. It's entirely up to you. But hey, enjoy your life, enjoy your retirement for those that are retired, and just continue to move forward one step after another. So hey, you like, comment, share, subscribe, and like, comment, share, subscribe. I think I had all of them, but if not, hey, that's okay too. So hey, until next time, Rick out.